Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something I know a lot of you are thinking about, the actual nuts and bolts mechanics of scaling your video production. Look, if you've ever tried to seriously ramp up your content output, you already know the traditional model, it breaks down fast. It's just too slow and honestly way too expensive for most operations to keep up with. But we're going to unpack exactly how 3 specific AI tools are literally eliminating those bottlenecks. It's a total game changer for the fundamental economics of video marketing.
Right off the bat, let me ask you, are you wasting hours editing videos? Because if you're a business owner or a marketing director trying to scale up, this is a very real, everyday pain point. You spend all these resources shooting the footage, right? And then you're either paying someone or burning your own valuable time just sitting there for hours tweaking little clips on a timeline. It's a massive drain on your operational resources. It ties up payroll, and worse, it slows down your actual go-to-market strategy.
The whole time is money equation? It is rapidly shifting right now. The old way of scaling production meant buying those incredibly expensive software licenses and hiring specialized editors with years of practice. But the new way? It changes the barrier to entry entirely. These specialized AI platforms are putting Hollywood-level production power right into your hands. I mean, we're talking about outputting compelling visuals in less than 60 seconds. You are essentially democratizing high-end production without adding a single dime to your overhead. How crazy is that?
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the video scaling problem. Second, cinematic footage on demand. Third, faceless professional talking heads. Fourth, the complete automation workspace. And finally, your new production studio.
All right, let's jump straight into section 1, the video scaling problem.
So, who actually needs to solve this scaling problem? Well, basically, anyone creating content. You've got YouTubers who are desperately trying to automate their post-production just so they can focus on concept creation instead of getting stuck in the weeds of an editing bay. Then you have business owners who want to scale their video marketing. Imagine being able to test 50 variations of a video ad in a single week to lower your customer acquisition costs, all without hiring a massive in-house team. And finally, you have creators looking to make these gorgeous cinematic pieces while remaining completely behind the scenes. Across all 3 of these groups, the goal is exactly the same: output velocity without skyrocketing costs.
Moving right along to Section 2, Cinematic Footage on Demand.
Enter the Realistic Cinematic Generator. This is an AI tool that creates ultra-realistic footage directly from simple text. Think of this technology as your dedicated on-call camera crew. When you need B-roll, you no longer have to worry about renting lenses or calculating the perfect lighting, managing complex camera movements, or, frankly, buying catering for a 15-person crew on some remote set. You get exactly what you need completely on demand, and that saves massive amounts of business capital.
Let's look at a concrete example. Consider this exact text prompt from the source material: a futuristic cyber city at night, rainy neon streets. You literally just type that in and the AI generates a highly realistic video clip matching that description perfectly. Now bring that into a practical business context. Imagine typing a happy family smiling while using a laptop on a sunny couch to use for your new software commercial. Instead of hiring actors, renting a staged living room, and shooting all day long, boom, you have the exact asset you need in moments. The cost savings here for a marketing budget are absolutely staggering.
And here is the kicker. Because the fidelity is so high, no one will ever know a human didn't shoot it. This is absolutely crucial for businesses that might hesitate to adopt AI because they're afraid it's going to look cheap and damage their brand integrity. But the visual quality here, the lighting, the precise motion, the background details, it's now so impeccably high that your brand trust remains completely intact, all while your production output scales infinitely.
All right, Section 3, Faceless Professional Talking Heads.
This piece of technology effectively replaces your entire on-camera talent department. It is so simple. Step 1, paste your script. Step 2, choose a realistic digital avatar. And Step 3, generate a flawless presentation. From a business operations standpoint, this completely removes the logistical nightmare of scheduling studios, booking makeup artists, and coordinating talent availability. A marketing director can literally push out daily, highly polished corporate updates, product launches, or training videos right from their laptop while having their morning coffee. But it gets better. Beyond just the visual avatar, you also get perfect AI voice cloning and instant language switching. Honestly, this is arguably the ultimate scaling tool for global reach. A business can take one core piece of video content and instantly localize it for markets in Latin America, Europe, and Asia. The AI dynamically syncs the new language right to the avatar's lip movements. There's zero need to hire international talent or translation voiceover artists just to enter a new geographic market. This, right here, is what true, cost-effective global scale looks like.
Let's head into Section 4, the Complete Automation Workspace.
The workflow pipeline here is just incredibly lean. You start by inputting any article, script, or blog post. Next, the AI processing takes over for just a few seconds. And finally, you get a fully polished video in under 60 seconds. Take a second to think about the life cycle of your company's content. You could take an underperforming text blog post from last year, run it through this pipeline, and revitalize it into a high-converting, dynamic video asset almost instantly. It is the absolute maximum return on content you've already invested time and money into writing.
To get to that fully polished state, the AI automatically adds captions, relevant stock footage, and perfect background music. Anyone out there who's actually edited video knows that just finding the right stock clip or perfectly timing text captions usually eats up an entire Friday afternoon for a marketing team. Automating this incredibly tedious busywork frees up your staff to focus on high-level strategy and audience targeting rather than getting bogged down nudging text layers around on the timeline.
And finally, Section 5, your new production studio.
So we've broken down 3 cutting-edge AI platforms today: the cinematic footage generator, the digital avatar tool, and the fully automated editing workspace. And honestly, the best part for your company's bottom line? The source material notes that there are links in the description below where you can start testing all 3 of these platforms for free. There is literally zero financial risk to see if these tools fit into your current business workflow. You just have to try it out.
So I'll leave you with this. How will you use these tools to level up your content game today? That old bottleneck of expensive software and massive production payrolls, it's completely gone. The ability to produce unlimited, high-quality content is right in front of you, just waiting to be leveraged. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really look forward to seeing what you create.